Well, Jesus is not Israel.
Jesus is Israel.
No, Jesus is not Israel. Jacob is Israel.
Okay, keep reading. I'm about to show you.
All right. What I'm saying so far, this is not about Jesus. Anyway, let me continue.
Well, keep going.
And now said the Lord, that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him.
To bring who?
Jacob.
Wait, I thought that was Jacob.
1 second.
I thought that was Jacob.
Well, look. Can I make something very, very plain to you?
Hi, welcome back to Religious Insight. In this exciting debate, GodLogic exposes Hamza's den in a very juicy topic, as Hamza claimed that Jesus is not his Messiah. Let's find out the truth, what actually happened.
You don't know what Jesus said, where he went, what miracles he did. You have no reliable sources of information for this.
Do you know where Jesus went?
I don't need to. I'm a Muslim, mate.
That's what I'm asking. Do you know where Jesus went?
I'm a Muslim. Why are you asking me? Why would I care?
Do you believe that he's your Messiah?
Do I believe he's my Messiah?
Yeah.
No.
So you don't believe that Jesus is your... So who's the Messiah?
Messiah was... Jesus, the Messiah sent to the Bani Israel, to the children of Israel, as he stated.
Wait a second. Does not your Quran say that Jesus is a sign for mankind?
I believe Jesus is the Messiah to the Bani Israel.
Was he a sign for mankind?
For the Bani Israel.
Okay, so maybe you're unaware of this. Chapter 19, verse 21. It says that Allah says that he made Jesus a sign and a mercy for mankind. Chapter 21, verse 19. Okay. Says that Jesus is a sign for mankind.
Mankind when?
Mankind when? Is he just for Israel or is he also for mankind?
Okay. Jesus was sent to the children of Israel. Okay. When he returns at the end of days, it will be for all mankind.
Okay. So when it says that Jesus is a sign for mankind, is that only for Israel or is that for everyone?
Okay. When Jesus first came, he was just for the children of Israel. When he returns, he'll come to slay the Dajjal and for all of mankind.
Where does your Quran say that when Jesus first came, he was only for Israel? Where does your Quran say that?
We said Isa, son of Maryam, to the Bani Israel.
Yeah, but where does it say only to Israel?
We sent him to the Bani Israel.
Being sent to Israel doesn't exclude everyone else, right?
Well, if you're being sent to Bani Israel, to the people of Israel, children of Israel, yes, it does.
Does that mean that you're only for Israel?
Well, if you're sent to the children of Israel, you're not sent to the children of the Gentiles, are you?
But that doesn't mean, just because you're sent to, like, for example, was Muhammad sent to China?
No, Muhammad was sent for the whole of mankind.
He was sent to the whole of mankind, but did he leave Arabia?
He didn't need to. He sent delegation to Rome, to Persia, to Byzantium, and called them all to Islam.
Got you. So he himself didn't have to go outside of Arabia for his message to be for everyone else, right?
No. There's a difference. Allah says in the Quran, we sent you Muhammad as a mercy to mankind. We sent... This is different. And Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, acted upon that by sending a delegation to Persia, to Egypt, and to Rome, calling them all to worship Allah. So therefore, this is an indication and a demonstration of his mission, that he wasn't just there for the Arabs. He called the Persians, he called the Egyptians. Now Jesus, didn't do that. Jesus was sent to the children of Israel.
Okay, so
even according to what you have left, the remnants, the echoes of the life of Jesus, he clearly states who he came for. He clearly demonstrates who he came for.
Got you.
So,
all right. So let's talk about this. What you just said. You said that Muhammad was for all mankind because, and here was your evidence, is that the Quran says he's a mercy for mankind. And then you said that Muhammad demonstrated what Allah has said in the Quran by sending delegations to these other nations. That's what you said. So you have the claim from Allah that proves that Muhammad is not just for Arabia, but for all mankind. And then you have the demonstration. Okay. In the Quran, it says that Jesus is a mercy for mankind, a sign and a mercy for mankind. So he wasn't just for Israel by that standard.
No.
He was also for the rest of the world.
This is what you're mistaking. Okay. When the Quran talks about Muhammad, Muhammad is the final messenger. There's no more messengers coming. The new Sharia is with Muhammad. The previous prophets now have been surpassed, just as Jesus surpassed Moses and Muhammad surpassed Jesus. Okay. So when Allah speaks about Muhammad, he's the final messenger. This is the message to mankind. When it's talking about Jesus, it's past tense. It's what's happened in history kind of thing. So we know as Muslims, or we believe as Muslims, that Jesus, when he was sent, had a mission to go to the children of Israel to call them back to worship it and worship the God of worship Allah. And then afterwards, when they rejected him and such, then when he returns at the end of days to slay the Antichrist, then he will be for everybody. Obviously, he's not just going to come back for the Muslims. He's going to come back for everybody. Okay, so that's that. Okay.
So again, so you said that Muhammad is for mankind because the Quran says he's a mercy for mankind, and then demonstrated it by sending delegates of his message and the message of Islam to these different nations and different people. So what you have here is you have where Jesus, according to your Quran, is sent to Israel, but is also said to be a sign and a mercy for mankind. So the same way that you believe that Muhammad is for mankind, the Quran says the same thing about Jesus, which is why you should know where Jesus preached as the Messiah, what he did, what was in his message.
No, we don't.
This is why you should know
we don't need to know these things.
What do you mean?
Was a messenger.
Is he not your Messiah?
Okay. No, he's not my Messiah. No. Okay.
He's not your Messiah. That's tough.
No, he's not my Messiah.
Where do you get this idea that he's not your Messiah?
Because he was sent to the children of Israel as their Messiah.
Wait, okay.
Who was promised the Messiah? Who was promised the Messiah?
At any point,
who was promised the Messiah?
Did Jesus stop being Messiah?
One second. Who was promised the Messiah?
No, Hamza, this is the question. Does Jesus stop being the Messiah at some point?
Who was promised the Messiah?
Jesus is.
No, who was promised? Who was promised they would be sent a Messiah?
Everyone.
Where does
Not
it
just
say that?
Israel, everyone, the Gentiles too.
Where does it say that?
In Isaiah 49.
What does it say?
In Isaiah 49:6, it says, talking about the Messiah, it's too small a thing that I should make you my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to bring back the preserved of Israel. But I will also make you a light to the Gentiles, that my salvation may reach the ends of the earth. So both Gentiles and the Israelites are promised the Messiah.
So you're saying to me, when the Jews read their Old Testament, they recognize a Messiah that's going to be sent to the Gentiles?
Yes. He's not just for Israel. He's also
No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't. They don't interpret it the way you interpret it.
Well, guess what? When the Hebrews, when some of the Jews read their text and they see that Jesus is not the Messiah, does that make it? Are they an authority?
No. The point is this. The point is this. You're just interpreting a verse to suit your narrative because your understanding of a Messiah has been warped by the Trinitarian concept of a Messiah.
Wait. Who's the Jews?
The Jews. Do you believe in the time of Jesus? Right.
Who's the standard? Is my question.
1 second. How did the Jews understand this term Messiah? No. 1 second. No. It matters. It matters. It matters.
So in the time of Jesus, what is the standard?
In the time of Jesus, when he was preaching.
No, that's not the question.
No. But we're establishing the position of the word Messiah, isn't it? So
no, we're not.
Yeah, we are. Because when you say Messiah, Messiah, and I say Messiah, we're talking about two different things.
No. So when you said who was promised the Messiah, and I told you who, and I gave you the verse, you then said, wait, do the Jews think this when they read this?
God.
Why are you appealing to them?
I'll explain to you. Okay, the term Messiah in the time of Jesus is not what you think Messiah is. It was a completely different understanding. Yeah? The Jews were not waiting for somebody to come for the whole world. They were waiting for their Messiah, their Jewish Messiah, the re-establishment of Jewish monarchy. This is what they're waiting for. This is why the Pharisees didn't have a problem with Jesus claiming to be the Messiah, because they were waiting for the Messiah. There's no issues with being a Messiah. Yeah? It just means the re-establishment of Jewish monarchy, which was abolished by the Romans. Yeah, but when you Christians get hold of the word Messiah and you change it into this kind of savior for the whole world through the death and resurrection and such, this is your lens you're coming through. So when you see the term Messiah, it's not your Messiah.
Okay, so touch on this then. I gave you the verse where it talks about the Messiah being for both Israelites and Gentiles. So break that down for me. When it says
which verse is it? Okay, one second.
It's Isaiah chapter 49.
Okay,
verse 6.
One second. 1 second. Isaiah 49.
Verse 6.
Verse 6. And this is, okay.
I can't believe you said Jesus is not your Messiah. That's wild.
Yeah, he's not.
It's tough, man.
Bear me a second. No, you can't defend Christianity.
We're doing it right now.
This is not Christianity you're defending, mate.
Yes,
You've already conceded that your authors of your gospels are anonymous, and yet you
No, I
believe
didn't.
what they say. Yes, you did.
I never conceded that at all.
Yes, you did. You said, "So what? So were yours?" Yes, you did. You said, "What
No,
about
I
ism?"
never conceded it. I literally
Yes.
said I don't.
Oh,
agree
okay.
with
Are
you.
the authors of the gospels anonymous?
Yeah, I told him I'm showing them the
No,
inconsistency of
but are the authors of the gospels anonymous?
No.
or not? They're not. Who wrote the book of Mark?
Yeah, we'll get into that in a second. But
Yeah,
Mark,
no, who wrote?
just to answer you, Mark
and
did.
who's Mark? Who's Mark?
Mark did.
No, who's Mark?
So we'll let you. We're not.
No,
gonna do
who's this writer Mark? Who is it?
I want you to focus. Focus on 49.
I am. 1 second.
Okay. That might work on other Christians. It doesn't work here.
What are you about?
The little deflections and stuff.
There is no deflections. Basically, you've just said you don't believe the authors are anonymous.
Correct.
Yeah, right. But with the other Muslim guy, you said So what? So were yours.
Yeah. So that's not a concession, right?
No, well,
Wait, and by the way,
saying so what?
I didn't say so what.
So were yours.
I didn't say so what. So are yours.
You didn't have to say exactly in those words.
Let me go with you. I said let me go with you.
All right.
Let me go with you on that.
1 second.
And I just showed him how inconsistent his position is.
It doesn't really matter, because if your position can't be justified, whether someone else's can or not doesn't strengthen your own position. Yeah, I'm here to demonstrate to you you've got no legs to stand on, mate.
All right, well, let's see. Come on, man! It don't take that long to find the verse.
Oh, it does. It's not about finding the verse. Look, I'm not a Jew. I don't know whether they understand this verse. I'm going to read where they understand it. It's their book.
Wait. So you're not reading the verse?
I'm going to look at the verse and look how it's been understood. You've read the verse and understood it how you've chosen to understand it. Yeah.
I've chosen to understand it how it reads.
I'll read it again. Read it again.
Okay. So here it is. You're looking at it, or are you looking at interpretation? What are you looking at?
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at how
So
the
then
Jews.
you have it. Can you read it?
Oh, okay. Listen to me. There's no point me just reading it. Yeah.
Yes, it is. I want you to just read.
No, it's not. No. I could read the text as you read the text, and then you can tell me.
You're killing me, man.
I don't know why you're laughing for. All right. So this is. I'm a Muslim. Yeah. Is this book my book? No. Is this book the book of the Jews?
Yes, it is your book, actually.
How is this my book?
You're a Muslim. You have to believe in the books, don't
Which
you?
books? Which books?
All of them. All that was been revealed before the Quran.
This wasn't revealed.
Oh Lord. Okay, it wasn't revealed. No worries.
Do you think the Old Testament
Isaiah,
and
Isaiah 49:6.
One second. No.
Wait, can you just read?
You keep just. I'm not going to allow you just to say things. Look.
Can you just read the verses?
I think there's been a miscommunication. I don't believe the Old Testament and the New Testament are revelation, don't you?
No worries.
No, but you know that, don't you?
I understand that.
Right. So when you say to me, when I say to you, this, one second. No, I'm not.
Okay.
Where does my Quran say I have to believe in the Old Testament?
All over the place. We'll get there. I promise.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay, I'll show you all of that.
Okay. GodLogic, you're going to show me nothing. Yeah, you're going to show me nothing because I know what the Quran says. Yeah, okay. I'm a Muslim. Alhamdulillah. You think you know what Sam says. You think you know what the Quran says.
I'm the sheikh.
You don't.
And I'm going to show you what your Quran says.
You're the pupil. I'm the teacher, mate.
Okay, we'll see. Can you read the verse?
Yeah, I'm reading it now.
Okay.
So this is, and he said, so this is, one second.
Come on, man. It doesn't take long.
Okay, so 14:9. Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken, ye people from far. The Lord hath called me from the womb. So you think this is Jesus being spoken about, yeah?
Of course. It's the Messiah.
The bowels of my mother hath he made mention of my name, and he hath made me my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of his hand hath he hid me, and made me a polished shaft. In his quiver hath he hid me, and said unto me, Thou art my servant, O Israel. Whoa. That's Jacob.
No, it's not.
Who is Israel?
That's the Messiah.
Thou art my servant, O Israel.
Mm-hmm. Keep reading.
No, I'm reading it. Thou art my servant, O Israel. So it's talking about Jacob. 1 second.
No, it's talking about the Messiah. You're about to see.
Well, who is Israel? Who is Israel?
I'm about to show you. You have Israel. You have the individual Israel, who's the Messiah,
right,
who represents Israel. Then you have Israel, the nation, who that individual says.
Okay. So let me just read this again. This is Isaiah speaking, yeah? And he hath made, so So this is what
This is Isaiah speaking prophetically with the Messiah.
right. So this is him speaking. Yeah. Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken, ye people. The Lord hath called me from the womb. Okay. So you think this is Jesus speaking, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So let's imagine this is Jesus speaking. From the bowels of my mother hath he mentioned me, and he hath made me my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of his hand hath he hid me, and made me a polished shaft. In his quiver hath he hid me, and said unto me, Thou art my servant. So now this means God has said to Jesus, Thou art my servant, O Israel.
Correct.
Well, Jesus is not Israel.
Jesus is Israel.
No, Jesus is not Israel. Jacob is Israel.
Okay, keep reading. I'm about to show you.
All right. So in context, it's talking about Jacob, not Israel.
It's not. It's talking about the Messiah who's identified as Israel.
Well, it can't be where God is saying to this individual, "Thou art my servant, O Israel."
Okay, I promise you, Hamza, it all gets cleared up if you just keep reading. I promise.
Okay. Then I have labored in vain. I have spent my strength for naught, and in vain. Yet surely my judgment is with the Lord, and my work with God. So God is going to judge this person, yeah?
No, he's not going to judge this person. He approves him.
My judgment is with the Lord. Meaning, what does that even? That
means his approval.
It means I'll be judged by God.
No,
okay.
No, it's not.
It is. Yet surely my judgment is with the Lord, and my work with my God. Does Jesus have a God?
Just keep going. Yeah. No. Is not, according to his flesh. Yes.
So the Father is the God of Jesus.
Correct. According to.
So you believe God has a God?
According to the flesh, of course.
What does that
Jeremiah
even mean?
32 verse 27, God is the God of all flesh. Jesus, who is God, also took on flesh.
Without the flesh? Without the flesh?
The Father became his God.
And without the flesh? Is
without
he still God?
He's not the God of Jesus over his divine nature. They have the same.
So without the flesh, what is he?
They are. So there's two natures. And so you have the Father and the Son who share the same divine essence. Therefore, the Father can't be God over his divine nature.
What do you mean two natures? Who's got two natures?
The Son does. But you're deflecting again.
No. Look, are we here being honest here? Are we here trying to understand things here? Right. So what you can't do is just say things to support your argument. No, not at all.
I'm not saying you're asking questions that are unnatural.
No. What I'm saying is your whole position is based on your assumptions, which don't hold up to scrutiny.
What? I don't have any assumptions here at all.
Yes, you do. I'm telling you now. I've just read.
You just read. You got it.
I've just read 3 chapters so far, and this can't be referring to Jesus.
Verses? You read 3 verses?
I've read 3 chapters. Yeah. I started at 49:1, 49, and I'm at 49:3, 49:4 now. I've read 4 chapters, and so far
4 verses.
Yeah, 4 chapters. 4 paragraphs. 4 paragraphs. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying, so far, this is not about Jesus. Anyway, let me continue.
Well, keep going.
And now said the Lord, that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him.
To bring who?
Jacob.
Wait, I thought that was Jacob.
1 second.
I thought that was Jacob.
Well, look. Can I make something very, very plain to you?
Sure.
This Old Testament, it makes many mistakes, errors. Well, it does. It does. Okay. Well, no. I don't know why you're laughing. It does. It doesn't get chronology right. Sometimes it gets the stories back to front. Sometimes it messes up the.
This doesn't help.
Okay, I'll tell you why it does, because it's contradicted itself already.
Really?
So it doesn't surprise me. Yes, of course it has. Okay.
So Israel, so the person who's Israel is supposed to bring back Jacob. So he's not Jacob himself, right?
Okay. You're the pupil. I'm the teacher, mate. You're the pupil, I'm the teacher, mate.
Okay, welcome back, guys. That was a very fascinating one, and you can see how Hamza have been exposed over and over again. But since most of them have been blinded by the devil, they can't see the truth even when it was staring them directly in the eyes. And it baffles me that always begin with the ambiguous claims without evidence. Whatever they have known about Jesus, they got it from the Bible, and yet they feel that that same source of their information is not reliable enough. If the source of your water is contaminated, it means that the whole body of that water is contaminated. If the Bible that is the major source of your Quran is contaminated, it means your Quran is also contaminated. So there is no way possible for you to say that the Bible have been corrupted without your Quran being corrupted also. Hamza kept jumping from one topic to another without giving any answer to the question being asked by GodLogic. He claimed Jesus was sent to the Israelites alone and Muhammad was sent to all mankind. And he also said Muhammad proved it by sending delegation to all the world. This right here is a proof that Hamza is either being dishonest or he doesn't know what Jesus said in the book of Mark chapter 16 verse 15. And the scripture say that, and Jesus said unto them, Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. And 16 said, He that believe and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believe not shall be damned. These Bible verses alone has proven that Hamza lied for saying that Jesus did not send delegation to Allah's creation. So you can see that whatever Hamza said after this is nothing but lies. He was just lying to save face, since the Bible has proven him wrong in this regard. And also, if Jesus is for Israelites alone, how then is he coming for all mankind when his message is for Israelites alone? On which premise is he going to judge the world when his message was just for a certain set of people? Hamza's belief is flawed and he knew it. And finally, Hamza showed us exactly what he always do. Then asked him to read the text in which he disagreed with and trying all he can to shamelessly change the topic of the debate, and somehow it is laughable. He claimed that the text is wrong and they asked him to read from it, and he could not because he knew that whatever that he was going to read from it, he already read it with all those time wasting that he was doing. He had to make sure that whatever that he was going to read coincides with his debates. He delayed by reading them secretly to himself, and when he found out that it goes against his point, he refused to read it for a time, and you could all see how GodLogic was able to destroy his argument. Guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to share it with your friends and your family. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in our next video.